Corruption at the Estate Management and Business Development Company Limited might have slowed down the VSEP land distribution to ex-Caroni workers, but the Ministry of Agriculture is still able to continue the process. Today, they distributed over 550 agriculture and residential leases to ex-Caroni workers. PricewaterhouseCoopers had been employed earlier this year to conduct the audit on a particular set of transactions involving expenditure of $400 million on 10 roads in the hope of recovering the millions lost in alleged corrupt activity at the EMBD. This from the Minister of Agriculture, Clarence Rambarat, as he spoke today to reporters after the ceremony. Mahalia Joseph has more.
Senate debate in October, Minister Rambarat said the corruption and the state enterprise had landed the country in the economic difficulties it's now facing. He said that there were 5 categories of contracts for works valued at $3.4 billion. He said the bulk of the contracts related to the development of lands to former Caroni workers.
And in the Senate recently, I spoke about it, not in too much detail, but I talked about the fact that none of those roads, out of the 10 projects, none were completed according to specifications. In fact, in many of them, it was short in terms of the kilometers which were involved in the specs. It was short in terms of the thickness of the asphalt, the quality of the sub-base and all of that.
The findings of the audit report are yet to be known as the report is still ongoing. Chairman of Caroni 1975 Limited, Jerry Hospitalis, said the issuing of 17,852 leases to about 9,000 beneficiaries has been a challenging exercise. Minister Rambarat said the development costs have risen over the past 13 years, as in 2010, the average cost of completion of a lot of land was about $151,000.
But by 2015, the average cost was way in excess of $750,000. In the case of some lots, $1.2 million.
He said it's a challenge to even locate some of the people who have leases to collect.
In some cases, the people might be a communication problem, so there will be an advertisement with all the names listed, and hopefully people will come forward.
Before presenting agriculture leases to 2 people at Tuesday's distribution, the minister had a strong message for those who possessed them.
This government, and I imagine no government, wants to take those leases away from you. But I want to make it very clear, as I've made it very clear on every single occasion. There are covenants in those leases requiring you to put that land to agriculture use.
An estimated 3,000 leases have been distributed so far in 2016. Mahalia Joseph, C News.
The long-awaited move from St. Clair to Chaguanas for the Ministry of Agriculture, Land and Fisheries is expected to take place by mid-January 2017. The final works are taking place on the building. Minister of Agriculture Clarence Rambarat says the move brings the ministry closer to where main agriculture processes are taking place.
New building, you see the very large yard that we have. Before the end of the year, NAMDELFCO will place in that yard a farmer's market. The farmer's market has been doing well. We established a new one in the Queen's Park, Savannah, that attracts about 3,000 to 4,000 customers on a Saturday when it operates. It operates every other Saturday.